Once upon a time, there were 3 Play-Doh pigs who had just left the farm to build their own homes. The first 2 Play-Doh pigs found this all to be a game. They even had a bet as to see who could build their house the fastest. The third Play-Doh pig, however, found no time for such silly games. The first Play-Doh pig, who was in a hurry to be finished, built his house out of mud because it was the quickest way. The second Play-Doh pig, feeling like he was most prepared, brought hay from the farm. The third Play-Doh pig, being the wisest of the 3 brothers, began the long task of building his house of bricks.
"Ha! All finished!"
screamed the second Play-Doh pig from inside his hay house. The first Play-Doh pig had been almost finished, but had a hard time getting the mud to keep its shape. The third Play-Doh pig only shook his head.
"They'll learn someday,"
he said. The first 2 Play-Doh pigs' houses finished, see the third Play-Doh pig still hard at work.
"Look at the slowpoke. We have our houses finished and he is just now laying the base,"
the first Play-Doh pig squealed. The third Play-Doh pig paid no mind, for he was the wisest of them all. Some time later, the 3 Play-Doh pigs all have their new homes finished. A fearsome beast arrives at their small village. The first 2 Play-Doh pigs were outside playing in the mud and jumping in the hay. Meanwhile, the third Play-Doh pig is doing his daily check and repairs to his house.
Play-Doh pigs, I'll gobble you all,"
bellowed the beast.
"Oh no!"
squealed the 3 Play-Doh pigs. The pigs then all ran into their houses. The beast came up to the first Play-Doh pig's house made of mud.
Play-Doh pigs, let me in,"
yelled the beast.
"Not by the excess left in my tin,"
sang the first Play-Doh pig.
"Then I'll squish and I'll squash and I'll mix all your colors in,"
replied the beast. The beast easily claws through the mud hut, but the pig narrowly escapes and runs to the second Play-Doh pig's hay house.
Little brother, please let me in,"
exclaimed the first Play-Doh pig. The second Play-Doh pig lets his brother in, but the beast followed him to the second pig's house.
Play-Doh pigs, let me in,"
yelled the beast.
"Not by the excess left in our tins,"
"Then I'll squish and I'll squash and I'll mix all your colors in,"
replied the beast. The beast ripped through the hay house with no hassle, but the pigs have ran again to seek shelter. This time they run to the third Play-Doh pig's house. The third Play-Doh pig has been watching them from afar and shaking his head. What is the third Play-Doh pig to do?
"Why should I help you two? You made fun of me when I was building my house. Help yourselves,"
the third Play-Doh pig replied. He then closed his window and locked it. Outside, the 2 Play-Doh pigs stood huddled together and frightened. What would these 2 little Play-Doh pigs do? The beast came up over the horizon and he was chanting over and over as he got closer.
"Play-Doh pigs, Play-Doh pigs. Play-Doh pigs. I'll squish and I'll squash and I'll mix all your colors in."
As the beast came face to face with the Play-Doh pigs, he smiled his wide grin. But what's this? The Play-Doh pigs pulled out AK-47s and peppered the beast with holes. The beast was dead. The 2 Play-Doh pigs went back to their broken house to rebuild their homes just the way they were. One day another beast may show its ugly face, but until then, remember, don't mess with armed pigs.
"I may be from Ireland, lad, but I don't believe that it's the ending that way."
The third Play-Doh pig sighed a heavy sigh, but they were his brothers. He closed his window and opened his door.
Hurry, get in, best before the beast come again,"
cried the third Play-Doh pig. The first 2 Play-Doh pigs ran inside, and the third Play-Doh pig locked the door up nice and tight. The beast came up over the horizon and he was chanting over and over as he got closer.
"Play-Doh pigs, Play-Doh pigs. Play-Doh pigs. I'll squish and I'll squash and I'll mix all your colors in."
The beast came up to the third Play-Doh pig's house and he shouted.
Play-Doh pigs, let me in."
"Not by the excess left in our tins,"
"Then I'll squish and I'll squash and I'll mix all your colors in."
The beast tried with all his might to break the door down, but the third Play-Doh pig had built one sturdy house. The beast refused to quit, so being the clever beast he was, he yelled.
"All right, Play-Doh pigs, I guess you've won. I go now."
Then the beast disappeared from sight. Inside the house, the first 2 Play-Doh pigs jumped for joy.
"We live! Let's get back to our houses and rebuild." "I wouldn't if I were you. He will not give up that easy." "Stop being a scaredy dog. He's gone. You heard him say it himself. Now unbolt the door, as you wish,"
the third Play-Doh pig said. The third Play-Doh pig unlocked the door and the first 2 Play-Doh pigs rushed out. The third Play-Doh pig slammed the door behind his foolish brothers. The beast emerges from the shadows. He had been there listening all along. He quickly gobbled up the first 2 Play-Doh pigs and went on his way, his belly finally full. The third Play-Doh pig sat content, for he knew he had to be the smarter brother.
I don't believe that be it either.
The third Play-Doh pig sighed a heavy sigh, but they were his brothers. He closed his window and opened his door.
Hurry, get in. Best before the beasts come again.
Cried the third Play-Doh pig. The first two Play-Doh pigs ran inside, and the third Play-Doh pig locked the door up nice and tight. The beast came up over the horizon, and he was chanting over and over as he got closer.
Play-Doh pigs, Play-Doh pigs. Play-Doh pigs, Play-Doh pigs. I'll squish and I'll squash and I'll mix all your collars in.
The beast came up to the third Play-Doh pig's house, and he shouted,
Play-Doh pig, let me in.
Not by the excess left in our tins.
Then I'll squish and I'll squash and I'll mix all your collars in.
The beast tried with all his might to break the door down, but the third Play-Doh pig had built one sturdy house. The beast was frustrated. His belly was grumbling. It had been quite some time since he last ate.
If they won't let me in, I will climb in through the chimney and surprise them all.
The beast said to himself. The beast clambered onto the roof, but the wise third Play-Doh pig had started a fire in his fireplace, just to be safe. The beast was so hungry that he jumped feet first into the chimney without seeing the smoke floating out. The beast landed on the burning flames and was instantly melted into a puddle. The third Play-Doh pig only shook his head.
If only that hungry beast had known that patience is a virtue. Bravo. Now that be how it ends.